You didn't grow up super tradish. Did you guys tell stories growing up? Were you guys ever, was
Yeah, well, yeah, there was we were always around medicine, and we were deep in the woods too. Like we were always around it, and my grandma and my uncles would tell
Mm,
me a lot of stuff. And then, I had a few experiences
yep.
too, mainly just about, skeelies, shapeshifters,
Ooh, all
um,
right.
little people. Um,
What do you guys call little people?
I don't know. My family always just said little
Yeah,
people.
exactly. And some people think it's just taboo to even say little people,
Yeah, see,
which
that was the
I didn't
thing
grow up
too.
that way. I mean, we call them little people, or we call them minipees, or Comanches call them nunnipees.
None
I
of these.
think most times just little people, and then some people are like, don't say
Mm.
like LPs. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't grow up
See,
that way.
that
So
was my family. They were
okay,
like, never talk about them. And there's a point when I was a kid. I'll tell you this story.
hmm
So, there's a few more I'll tell you off air.
okay,
But, I was a kid. I can't remember how old I was. It'd been like 10, 11,
yeah,
12, somewhere around there. But I was at my grandma's house, and I forgot why we brought up little people, but I did, and she was like, "You better stop." And I was
oh,
making jokes about like what I'd do if I saw a little person,
yeah,
because like at that time I was just like, whatever. This is none of it is real. Just people
yeah.
making up stuff. And she just kept telling me like, I'm warning you, you better stop." And so then I went to bed that night, and this was the last time I slept with the TV off for a while.
Okay.
And so I went to bed and I laid my head down. It felt like for a second, and I felt something grab my ankle and shake it. And then I immediately I just twitched in my sleep.
Of
That's all it
course,
was. I
yeah, of
twitched in my sleep.
course.
The moment I laid my head down, I didn't even close my eyes. Something like grabbed my ankle and shook the entire bed, and I started screaming. It was embarrassing. It was really. I made a noise that I can't replicate. Came deep within.
That is absolutely horrifying. And that's honestly like one of the deepest fears that people have. Like they won't sleep with their feet outside of the blanket because they're afraid someone's gonna like reach in and like tickle their feet or
Oh,
whatever.
dude, it literally felt like something had a death grip on my ankle. Set up in my grandma's house, that bottom room,
Yeah.
it was the basement, and that was the
Mm.
room that no one wanted to sleep in because it's scary. And this house had like a couple scary spots. Like there was
Okay.
that basement, and there was
Yeah.
this hallway at the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, in a room. But anyway, so I remember getting to the edge of that bed, and there's like a TV, when the Hunchback of Notre Dame type,
Uh-huh.
big old block.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Yeah.
there's a VCR with my brother's high school football highlight film, and
hmm
so I like pushed it in,
hmm
and it's one of those ones where it'll just automatically start playing,
Yeah.
and then once it's done, it'll rewind and play again. And so I sat there and watched the same highlight film until
Okay.
the sun came up. I was so scared, and I ended up telling my grandma what happened. She's like, "I told you." And
Yeah.
so it wasn't until, because I didn't tell that
Mhm.
story until I hung out with my friend Bronson Harjo.
Yep.
And it might have been back in 2019.
Okay.
And so when that happened, I'd say roughly around, is 2002,
Mm.
early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Jeez.
so, yeah, I kept my mouth shut for a while.